In 1960.
Since 1960,
Ọmọ Yorùbá ò tí head the port authority.
Yoruba child has never ended the NPA, never.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ò tí head the custom.
And Yoruba child has never been the one to head custom.
Bóde Yorùbá ní MB àwọn ló wà ńbẹ̀.
Or immigration. You find all these people.
Wọ́n gba inú ọjà lọ nìbàdàn, wọ́n lọ kó rẹ̀ sí wọn lóru.
They even went to the market in Ibadan and stole their rice in the night.
Ṣé kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Should we allow this to continue? Never.
Lamentation chapter 5.
Ẹkún Jeremiah orí karùn-ún.
Rántí Olúwa ohun tó dé sórí wa.
Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us.
Kí o sì rò, kí o sì wo ẹ̀gàn wa.
Look and behold our reproach.
Verse 2. A fi ogun wa lé àwọn àlejò lọ́wọ́.
Our inheritance has been turned over to aliens.
A fi ilẹ̀ wa fún àwọn àjèjì.
And our houses to foreigners.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n yín lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń bí ó lọ ń pín ráìsì fún wọn lókè ọya.
Your senior brother in Lagos went to the north to share rice.
Nígbà tí àlejò ń kọ́ refinery sí
Èkó. Your uncle.
Lókè lọ́hùn. Wọ́n kọ́ refinery fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá.
He went to north to share. Why?
Ọmọ Yorùbá gbé owó tiẹ̀.
Refinery.
Ó lọ ń pín ráìsì lókè ọya.
Your uncle went to share rice in the north.
Fúnra wa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá la gbé ogun wa lé ọwọ́.
Yoruba land, we gave our inheritance to the strangers.
Airport wa ta ń fún un lé. Ta ló sọ lórúkọ?
Who named our airport? Who named it?
Ta ló create capital sọ́hun? Akínọlá Àgùdà.
Capital there.
Wọ́n tẹ́ àwọn obìnrin wa ní ògo.
They ravished the women in Zion.
They rape. Kí ni Gẹ̀ẹ́sì jẹ́ wí?
Ravished. Rape.
They raped our women.
Our women.
Verse 12.
Ẹsẹ̀ kejìlá.
A sọ àwọn ìjòyè rọ̀ nípa ọwọ́ wọn.
Our princes are being hung by their thumbs.
Gbogbo ọba wa di.
Our kings now,
Ọwọ́ wọn rọ.
they have surrendered. They can't do anything.
Láti 1979 tí mo ti ń gbàdúrà fún Nàìjíríà, mi ò tí ì gbàdúrà fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá rí àfòní.
1979, I've been praying for Nigeria. I've never prayed for Yoruba land except today.
Gbogbo àdúrà mi ń sin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mo fẹ́ dojú
I
ẹ̀
begin to direct my prayer to Yoruba land now.
Verse 13.
Ẹsẹ̀ kẹtàlá.
Àwọn ọ̀dọ́mọkùnrin ń ru ọlọ.
Young men are led away to work at milestones.
Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa ti di area boys tán.
All our boys
Wọ́n
are
di ọlọ́kadà.
hoodlums.
Adé ṣubú kúrò lórí wa.
The crown has fallen from our head.
Ṣadé ò ṣubú kúrò lórí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Has the crown not fallen away from many Yoruba kings?
Tẹ bá rí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá bọ́n ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ jìyà lókè òkun.
If you see the way Yoruba children are walking abroad
Tẹ
suffering,
bá rí wọn ní Dubai.
if you see them in Dubai,
Tayọ̀tayọ̀ la fi ń fẹsẹ̀ rìn gba desert.
with joy, we journey through the desert.
Ẹ wo bìtílẹ̀ wa dé dúró.
Look at-
Ẹ̀yin bàbá wa nínú ìgbàgbọ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè.
Look at where we are, our fathers in faith. Speak out, oh.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dákẹ́.
If you keep quiet,
Ọlọ́run á béèrè ẹ̀jẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá
God
lọ́rùn.
will ask of the blood on you.
Ẹ má rò pé ẹ máa save pẹ̀lú àwọn security tó ń sọ.
Don't think you will be safe with all this your protocol and security.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kígbe àdúrà lórí ilẹ̀
You
Yorùbá
don't
lákòókò.
shout and pray at this particular time.
Tá a bá gbàdúrà ohun tó ń bọ̀ burú o.
If we fail to pray, what is coming is dangerous.
I hope they listen. And I hope we're all listening, by the way. Because I couldn't really put it much better than what, when I watched that video, I said, I'm going to share that with you. The people in the South, we can point fingers, we can call ourselves, names, we can do all that. But there's something we shouldn't lose sight and focus of. Is the danger of us thinking that going for an election in 2023 is actually somehow going to save us from what these guys have set up. Number one, that they have told you that you can dream for it, but it's never going to be what you think it's going to be, right? And because of that, those who are supposed to speak for us are more interested in power than the safety and security of their people. And they said it is being diplomatic because they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to rock the boat. More than 80,000 schools have been shut in northern Nigeria. Yeah. And they are going to shut down more as this gets, kind of towards the election. They have no balls to question why Nigeria is, Bukwari is releasing terrorists without any consultation with any of them, who are likely going to end up to deal with the effects, the consequences of these actions. Some of them are already dealing with it as we speak. There's a report that came that they recovered 3 trillion naira from looters. Yeah. And Malamu, the Attorney General of Bukwari, refused to remit that into the Nigeria federal port. And when they asked him, he said, the money has been used according to the international agreements. That means the agreement with those who released the money, return the loot. Somebody said 1.7 trillion. That's what they're accusing him of. And I can tell you right now that they actually made the total to be 4.7 trillion naira in total. But they said they cannot account for it. And Malamu said, according to the international law, they have done what they should do with the money. So the southern governors are now kind of not happy that some of this money was stolen by our former governor, former this, former that. Why not send the money back to us? But Malamu said the money belonged to Nigeria and they've done what they have to do with it. You can go and do your worst. That's pretty much what he said. No question, no answer, no question. How can we be so comfortable in such arrangements? Attorney General, your president in chief. So that's why I said, if I have a way of explaining how much I would love the people of the South, we, the Southerners, including the people of the Middle Belt, to know that if there's any time of taking a momentum, of making a difference and changing things as they are now, breaking that fraudulent northern homogeneity or what have you, breaking all of that up, it will be now stamping your feet and say, this is it. It is either we'll break everything up now, or we rearrange how this is what it is. So we'll discuss a referendum on many things. Those who want to leave, they will have the opportunity of exercising that. Those who want to build a regional system and what have you, they will have the opportunity of discussing that. Everyone will have the opportunity of agreeing or disagreeing if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not. Right? But you see, this ass licking, pampering and then living in denial or sugarcoating a word to make criminals look like saints, to make criminals look like elder statesmen, just simply because you guys are looking for power, will bring us back to one thing, the same road that you are trying to avoid right now. And that is the road to perdition, the one that has already been charted for Nigeria by Bukwari and the APC, Egbekegbe. When people ask for referendum, they are not asking for war. And you should all understand this. If what you understand about being in charge is to have a restructured Nigeria, one thing everybody should know is that we are dealing with barbarians. We are dealing with murderous, heartless, cold-hearted criminals who are pretty much aware of everything we are talking about. All this kind of solutions, all this kind of suggestions and all of that, they are aware of them. It's just that none of them will work for the kind of agenda they are pushing or the kind of the agenda they are running. They want to keep a country together even when people don't want to be together. And they don't want people to talk about it. Southern unity. Crucial, important, putting all our interests all together, handing an hegemony that is going to endanger all our lives in the long run. And at the end of the day, right, do not participate in an election that you have no control over. An election that is already written, already won and lost, even before the date of the election is chosen. And this is the truth, because that's the system that you have. And do not deceive yourself. These guys can lose all power. They can let all power go. But there's a particular power that they won't let go. And that is the power of fear that Nigeria cannot break up as long as they control the leverage of power in Nigeria, starting with the presidency. It doesn't matter who is the president. It doesn't matter. They control it by controlling the defense. If they are not happy with what is, whoever is there, who happened not to be, whoever they want to have there, then they stage a coup, kick that person out. They are the only people who can stage a coup in Nigeria and get away with it. And when we talk about Southern solidarity, why not unite based on our differences too? Because at the end of the day, what we are all looking for is a bit of a liberty, something that gives you a bit of a sanity, clarity, citizenship, something that makes you get to know that, well, I am from this country and this is what they stand for. And if you ask everyone right now, what are you going to be fighting for to keep Nigeria? And shockingly, you'll be sad that many don't have much to say. So why not just, we have countries in Africa that are pretty much doing fine, maybe not so greatly. With the numbers they have, they are able to manage their problems better than ours that rather than manage or fix our problems, we're just setting ourselves up for more, for something worse, like releasing dangerous terrorists, paying up a repentant terrorist. These are dangerous things that are going to come back to bite us in the long run. And we said, if you have to release all the terrorists and pardon them, then maybe you should release all the criminals in the prison, because I don't think any of them has committed as much crime as killing hundreds of people, ransacking villages, kidnapping children, and selling them off as slaves, sex slaves, children, in this modern day and time. So why keep them in prison when you have nowhere to lock up a terrorist? So if the South won't demand it, I don't know what we're going to be demanding for. And when I say demand it, I'm talking about this kind of united front. There are people who have the capacity to organize a general conference, a general assembly, a general something, call it whatever. I remember when I made that same suggestions to our people in Yoruba land, I said, if we really want to do something and we are not asking for war, right? Conversation that will lead to having a chat about our further existence of being part of Nigeria. That conversation will always, is going to happen. So I said, then they should begin the process of at least mounting the pressure. Let those who claim to speak for Yoruba land do something. And they did do something, I remember. And that was way back in April. Sadly, this is August. They gave the Yoruba lawmakers, they gave the Yoruba governors and the rest of them to begin to draft the laws on referendum in their different house of assembly. None of them has done that in Yoruba land to date. But they did call that meeting in Ibadan, if you remember that, in Ibadan. We haven't seen anything after that. Then they did constitute a very larger body that comprises of all the kind of organizations in Yoruba land to promote the Yoruba Nation campaign. And trust me, it was one of those moves to stage and lay foundation for something that can get people involved. And today, see, somebody is talking about it on their own pulpits, right? A pastor is bold enough. Many of them are going to pop up as well. In Yoruba land, speak to people directly. Tell them why they deserve better. Now I'm asking for the similar thing from the southern Nigeria. Politicians have tried to say they could do this, but we know that it is for their own personal and selfish gain, no doubt. But that they came out to do it, we should. at least acknowledge that they did come out to say, we're going to take this action. And that triggered a lot. What we expected was that there shouldn't be any kind of backpedaling and then sugarcoating or causing towards these same guys that you all know that their idea is so backward enough for them to be defending cows, roaming the street, roaming your cities in 2021 and telling you that if you don't stop that laws you want to make, then you should forget the power in 2023. Linking cows with your 2023 presidential ambition is enough insult to all this political class in Yoruba land. But who am I to say it's an insult when some of them don't even see it as anything? It's pretty much like we are the ones who feel insulted that those who claim to be representing us decided that they were going to make laws to protect us from all these marauders. And then they told them that if they do that, they should forget about 2023 power. Yet, those who are telling the Southerners to forget about 2023 if they make laws to stop cows from roaming the streets in the South are actually going to keep the power with the money they are going to take from the southern Nigeria. I mean, how does that even make any sense? There are many things that people of this age should start coming up with. But however, I'm not going to bother myself with the kind of crop of guys parading themselves as political representatives or political leaders in Yoruba land this time. I'm not going to bother myself with them. And that's why we do much now to inspire those who are coming after, those who are like us, those who are coming after us, this generation who have the chance, the access to information that were denied them maybe for so long to believe that these criminals representing us actually had our interest at heart when they didn't. Now, they have the opportunity to know better now, which means if you know better, you are expected to do better. Do not give excuses for criminals who can't stand for us, who can't defend us, who can't speak for us boldly, or who speak, or the those one they call the double speak. They pretended to speak for us, but they ended up having to just speak for themselves, like Fayemi and gang. They are more interested in 2023 than the safety of the Yoruba land, the safety of the southern Nigeria. They are more interested in that. And do not deceive yourself. But we have other organizations in the southern Nigeria who can actually make a huge difference in changing things. I mean, influencing things. I like that word. And some of them who are currently probably challenging or chasing their own different causes differently, maybe they too should take advantage of the vacuum. I know so many people who are going to have to wait till till their dream for 2023 is shattered. You can tell people, you can advise people on what you think can be done, but you can't make them do it. And that's the category I think I fall into. Baba T, thank you very much. I'm glad I didn't miss your super chat there. Okay, with the success of the Taliban in Afghanistan, you do feel like Nigeria is the next prime target for the Grand Master Plan of Islamizing Africa. You see, my own say on that, sincerely speaking, Baba T, is that we won't really see a kind of a Taliban takeover style, but you're going to see Talibans in Babariga. You're going to see Taliban's ideology being further promoted in Nigeria until you all realize that you can't fight it. Because if you try to fight it, you are going to be fighting some already protected terrorists who are based in northern Nigeria. And because they will be using the name Nigeria and democracy to perpetuate that and propagate that, they have the allies that that will eventually defend them. Okay. So some people, when we say take over of northern Nigeria, or them is taking over Nigeria and then enforcing the Sharia like the Taliban just did in Afghanistan, is probably ironical to so many people, or let me say it's ironical and not so clear to so many people. I don't think they are just going to declare that this caliphate just like that. They have different ways they are going to do it. They're already there. What they haven't done is to just tell you that Nigeria is already a caliphate. Saying that would trigger many of you to say, wow, how did they do that without gun? They did it because many of you fell for the lie of change. that they called democracy, that this change criminals rode onto power. So you already have this in place. You already have this Sharia, all this Sharia stuff, staring all of you in the face. But they just haven't really make it official. And yes, Nigeria is not far from it, so to speak. Because I remember just yesterday, one of those who were supposed to be the NNPC stalwart, one of the directors in NNPC, a guy who happens to be from Kano State, and he said, thank God the Taliban have taken over in Afghanistan. It is a win-win. It is a win-win for Islam. He couldn't contain it. He couldn't hold it. He had to share that. And he was so happy. And that's just one person. There are millions of them like that in northern Nigeria who feel that way. So taking over northern Nigeria and declaring a caliphate is just going to be like a walk in the park. Probably not. I think what they are doing right now is to solidify that takeover by attacking other communities who don't share that same belief with them. And they have been doing that and killing thousands of people for it. So it's already ongoing. It's just that they haven't really made it official. And when people in the southern Nigeria say, about forget it, they can't come to the south. And I say, how do you think we're going to defend ourselves? Baba, I know we will defend ourselves, Abi. You want me to believe that? And I actually want to start saying that, not just saying it. You get what I mean now? Not just saying it. We should be able to. We have seen where we have told you that their way of coming in is not almost always about the cows. They have other ways. You remember this video?
Okay, this one I nailed the take. When you don't do your own go, they go say, see, you think saying wise. You don't know how many you see, you raise the rubber, they put another top slippers, then full loaded magazine. No, this one's not full loaded. With one color. That rifle is not safe. Second one. Wait.
See the count in the buy.
All this one mostly in the police to go find out.
I see
that rifle is not safe.
This one, this is the.
I see that rifle is not safe.
So they don't have to bring cows. And from the report we have already, they are everywhere in the south. And all they need is just to receive an order to say, show them, burn them, and that's it. We'll begin to run. And then you realize that, I remember Maiyegun talking about this. I don't really wish that happened, right? But like they say if witches, if wish were us or wishes were us's, beggars will ride. You can't wish evil away. You don't wish it away. You work to stop it or prevent it from happening. That's how you stop evil, in a way. You see those who move those guns about, right, are the people who did this.
Jama'a, kun ga halin da muke ciki, mu ne ɗaliban kwalejin gona da ke nan Bakura Local Government, wayanda aka ɗauka. A halin yanzu haka ma muna fuskantar barazana ta kashi. Muna fuskantar barazana ta kashi daga gare su, muddin gwamnati bata ɗauki mataki cikin awa 24 ba. Wallahi sun kai mu ga gawawwakin wayanda sun ka ɗauko eko hoji kuma sun gwada mana, kuma sun tabbatar mana da duk ba ɗauki mataki ba da nan zuwa sahi.
Do you get that? That's just today. Those that got kidnapped in Katsina State. So they shared their video and they said, if you don't pay us ransom in 24 hours, we're going to kill them. So they took those people to the people they've already killed and said, look at these ones. We just killed them. We'll kill you if your people don't pay us money in 24 hours. Poor people having to cough out millions of naira. And politicians are there in Abuja, right? Talking about cows, talking about Ruga, talking about how the South ate the North. talking about how the South trying to humiliate the North. Yet children, poor people, women are being captured every day, put through that kind of a trauma in Nigeria. So why should any Southern person want to be president of Nigeria? To be president over what? Just to come and take his own share too, isn't it? They borrow money to build a rail line from Nigeria from Katsina to Maradi in Niger Republic. 1.9, almost $2 billion. $1 billion should be how much? 510 billion naira. So $2 billion should be almost 1 trillion and 20 or 20 billion, I don't know. That's the money they are borrowing to construct a rail line to the entire money generated by Katsina State from 1999 to 2021. Put everything all together, it's not up to 200 billion naira. What am I even talking about? But let's be nice. For 21 years, Katsina State, where Boko Haram comes from, they never generated up to 200 billion naira for 21 years. The trade between Nigeria and Niger Republic, they said it's between $250 million to $500 million. But Nigeria solely will borrow 2 billion and construct a line to bring all those terrorists into Nigeria. And then they can get amnesty. Like Nigeria can send plane to Niger to go and bring a repentant terrorist, send plane to Libya to go and bring repentant terrorists. Why the victims of terrorism in Nigeria are languishing in different kind of IDP camps? Some of them are still even being kidnapped. How heartless is that? And why should we be part of that? Why do you want to be president of such country? What do you want to change? Do you want to tell them that they can no longer control the oil blocks? Or do you want to tell them that they can no longer be in charge of the NNPC? And the rest of anything you want to take them off? Do you want to tell them that they can no longer be in control of the military? And in fact, you want to be just and a just president. You want to take all the Nigerian armory from the northern Nigeria and spread them all over the country for security and for protection. Would you be able to do that without them shooting you down or shooting you dead the following day? Who wants to be president of Nigeria? For Nigerians. For real. Who? You can be president if you want to be president, but 2023 shouldn't be about election. I know that I might not really be that bigger voice that can make that difference, but the Yoruba nation, the Ilana Omo Odua, they've already come out to say they want a referendum for 2023 and not an election. The Biafrans have said the same thing. And that's why I said, if we have a unity of purpose from the South, why can't everybody come together and demand for something different, for something better right now before they go into any election with anybody? I mean, why should you want to be interested in the election in the first place? Because they are telling you that if you don't participate, they are going to put whoever they want there, and that person will do whatever they want anytime. Did you put Boko Haram there? Did you? Even starting from your local government, did you vote for that? Did you put that your governor there? The system doesn't allow you to put anybody in anywhere. You know it. I know it. Going into that arrangement is just like validating it. But fine. If that is what you would need to get you back to your own normality, don't come back here in 2 years' time or 3 years' time and start pointing fingers and start blaming people who are currently telling you right now, do not participate in this charade. But by the time everything goes to the bust again, by 2024, you will come back like many of you came back in 2015. Don't go into this journey only for many of you to come back to start pointing fingers. Are you not the one who voted for Boko Haram? Are you not the one who was campaigning for change in 2015? Until some people are beginning to say, no. You know, they open your eyes. Are you blind? These are the people warning you never to be part of this nonsense. So is it because he's a Yoruba man now, so he's automatically one of them? Are you that mad? Are you that stupid enough not to see through? Until people begin to tell you, some of you are on the same voyage now, on the same journey. 2023. You see, don't do that. We should all try and send who away. You have no capacity to. But the only way to send them away is never to be part of them. Change course, chart new course. Force them to the table and tell them enough. How do you do that? The Southern unity. There are people who have more influence, more control, who can do anything like that. But it's only when people want it. Do you want to go for an election, or you just want to stay away and then pray that something happens? Then you don't want to be part of those who want to make the difference, and you also don't want to be part of those who want to be part of the rot as well. Fine, choose a side. You can't sit on the fence. Sitting on the fence is pretty much like you pretending to be for something good when you are actually not in any way sad or feeling bad about what is wrong. So choose a side, spread the message. If the Southern Nigeria can stand our ground, there is no way in furthering or any kind of a strengthening of Nigeria under this arrangement. If anyone tells you to work towards how to strengthen Nigeria, how to unite Nigeria, they are not being honest. And being dishonest will never strengthen Nigeria. You get what I mean now? Being dishonest will never, ever unite Nigeria. And trying to be politically correct as well will never wish away the problem. You know the problem, address the problem, make sure it's completely solved and resolved. And what is this problem? The inequality and mismatch of Southern and Northern Nigeria must be discussed. And those who don't want to be part of it anymore must be given the peaceful exit plan. There's no point in killing people to do that. Killing people will not strengthen Nigeria. Killing people will not unite Nigeria. That's what they have been doing for the past 60 years. They have been killing people, sending people to jail, sending people to exile. They have been doing all these horrible things. And still, Nigeria was never united. Still never united. So don't preach that kind of unity that says the victims should keep quiet and endure. Just accept it. Accept this. Let's just live together as one. That doesn't work. You don't use that as a one-size-fits-all solution and then you expect the whole problem to disappear. That is why it will never disappear until there's a conversation that says, we don't want to go through this path anymore. We don't want to go through this road anymore. And there should be a conversation around that. I mean, well, you see, the only people who are holding the leverage right now are the people who believe they have the control over the defense, the military, the all of that, and they can do whatever they like. If they disagree with you, they kidnap you and put you in jail. Or they can even kill you. I mean, how does that build unity? How does that build strength? How does that build a country? When in 2021, intelligent people are doing their best to make sense out of how to build a country with cows. I mean, in 21st century, that's what the intelligent people in Nigeria are struggling to manage to do it now. How to build a country with cows. When the rest of the world are, scrambling for scientific advancement, technological development, and other things that advance human, growth and all of that, Nigeria is conversing on how to build a country of 21st century cows. That shouldn't be something that should be our lot, our destiny. I mean, generally, if you are for peace, like myself, that conversation should be had. Then the people should demand for it. How do people demand for it? Just do what I do. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. They can't think. But people can only think with available information at their disposal. And that is why you have access to more information and everything that can help. Engage in conversation that educate people, that tells them that they can have it better. It shouldn't, it shouldn't always be like this. But it will continue to be like this if we continue to think we can wish it away. The Fulanis don't negotiate, people say. But you can take your stand. There's nothing like Fulanis don't negotiate. The Fulanis, come on, man. The reason why they don't negotiate is because those who will do the negotiation are already in bed, licking their asses. Do you understand? Those that we believe that hold some leverages and all of that, they've already traded those leverages for a plate of a porridge. Those who should scare them are already licking their boots. That's what makes it look like, why would you negotiate with somebody who already licking your ass? Somebody who is already pretty much, showing that he's below you by everything. It's like bringing yourself, that's how they feel now. They feel like you are asking them to bring themselves so low to come and talk to those who will never look them in the eyes. They dare not look them in the eyes. We don't have anybody from the southern Nigeria that could look them in the eyes with authority, with any authority. Those who could look them in the eyes became the haunted. Oloye Sunday Igboho became haunted. People got killed in his house. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu became haunted, kidnapped. People got killed in his house. People are still being killed. These are the few people who could look them in the eyes. The rest of those you see around, yeah, governors, this, governors, that, and the rest. These are Lilliputian simpletons. These are just kind of opportunists who are living, they are product of the system, but they are living through the system. They can only be sustained by the same system. Asking them to stand up to this Fulani oligarch is like asking for too much, even though we won't stop asking. Somehow, as long as they are holding that places and continue to claim to speak for us. But we shouldn't also expect too much from them. I mean, who expect too much from them anyway? The reason why we don't call them our leaders is because they are not leading us. They are actually leading themselves. You know that. So we are now asking that they should be men enough. I mean, they should be men enough. I'm not asking for too much. Be men enough and take a stand. A stand like that one that they said on the open grazing. This today is the 20. I'm sorry. Today is the 18th of August. We're just about 12 days away, or 13 days away from September, when we expect all the southern states to have all promulgated laws that would ban open grazing. We have almost 80% of them who have done it right now. Edo State is not doing anything yet, and a few other places. I heard today that the Bayelsa House of Assembly are also passing the law. We also heard that the Imo State House of Assembly have passed the open grazing law. I believe that's true. And then, but we haven't heard from many. I mean, some few of them, I would say. So let them come out on the 1st of September and make that bold announcement again. And this time around, follow it up with other demand they made just last month in July, when they gave those their communique in Lagos. They said they will be meeting every month. I expected them to meet this month, but maybe they will meet in September and they'll take that position. And then they can tell them to go to hell with the threat from Yetiala about 2023, because 2023, in fact, is not going to be the priority. I would like to see that and send that kind of message and let the whole thing start. Carry the people along. Shouldn't that what it should be? I mean, if you ask me, not 2023 about somebody becoming president and you working your ass off, trying to convince people to believe that Nigeria can still be better if you have a Yoruba president or if you have an Igbo president. Good luck with that, by the way. I can only speak my mind. I don't control what you would do, right? But at the end of the day, just know this. Some people thought that they could save Nigeria in 2015. They brought in Bokwari, APC, Egbekegbe, and you know the end result. Some of them are no longer in Nigeria today. They've run away. Some of them are no longer alive. They are dead. Those who are currently trying and struggling to see how to either live with it or how to escape from it. So if they are telling you that there is another hope for 2023 and you believe them, referendums sound like a piece in your hair and all that, yeah? Makes you feel so kind of too big to have a conversation around that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? The 2023 election they are asking you to go and work for, go ahead with it, right? I'm going to be here to remind you then that, you see, for every action of yours, you can blame the rest of the world for your problems. You can try to point fingers at the end of the day. But somebody like me will never be in any way amused by your confused state of mind, because I know one thing: for every action you make, yeah, directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, once you know you make this decision to go and join them, to go and mobilize for 2023, I know one thing, and that is elections have consequences, and for every action, there is always going to be consequences as well. If you can live with it, right? Do not become so enraged, so mad, so sad, like so many of these Buhari idiots, these cyberbarians of today, yeah, who are so mad and angry that somebody like Maiyegun will never stop talking, because the calamity they brought upon themselves has not just only consumed many of them, it's consuming those who even rejected the calamity in the first place. In that year 2023 mirage, yeah, I hope I'll be here to remind you that you chose to go that route and journey, and you called those who were trying to call you back, call your attention to this suicidal mission again. You call them names, just like you are looking at me right now, and somehow God knows how you are feeling. But trust me, go for it, and then you will live with the consequences if you would live at all. But apart from that, let's continue to encourage this. Stop pointing fingers. Stop making this a competition or a kind of me versus you, us versus them. We have enough to unite us. The division that they are milking is due to our own ignorance and most importantly, our short-sightedness. Come on. We should be united all together with the injustice that everyone has suffered, the marginalization, even this state of terror that is now putting everybody under the blanket of fear every now and then. These are enough to let you know that those who brought us to this level, benefiting from it, enjoying the power that comes with it, they would love to keep it this way, as long as you keep it this way as well, scared, afraid, so scared to actually ask for something different, so scared to join others to ask for something different. And indeed, let the dictator know that people's power will always be bigger than people in power. So it's up to you. It's up to me. I'll do my part. You should do yours. I'll see you some other time.